What if I told you that in just a few minutes you can build your own AI powered meal planner? No coding required. In this tutorial, we will create an app that takes your food preferences, the number of days you want the plan for, and your budget, and instantly generates a complete meal plan with a grocery list. All built from scratch using GPT and Bubble. And by the end, you will have a fully working app you can share with anyone online. So in order to build this project, first we will have to log into bubble.io using our credential. Next, we are going to create the new project. We are going to name this one Meal Planner GPT. We are going to create it as a web app. So we will select that particular option. We are going to start with a blank application. We click on Get Started. It will ask us which features do we want to make use of. Do we want to use the premium feature or the basic features? Here we are going to make use of the basic features. So we will select that. Once we select it, it is going to build the canvas for us. Once the canvas is open, we are going to make use of a multi-line input in order to ask the user to enter their information. Here we are going to rename it. You can give it any particular meaningful name. For example, I am calling it Tell Me Your Preferences. After that, you are going to enter some information as placeholder, which gives the user some idea as to what kind of input we are expecting him to enter. As for example, here I have entered value like vegetarian, Indian meal, 1 week, 2500 INR as the budget. If you want to enhance the application further, you can add drop-down boxes to ask the user to enter or select a specific cuisine, the duration for which he wants the meal plan, and his budget. Next, we are going to add a button that will be used by the user in order to generate the meal plan. To keep the things simple, here we are going to name as well as label this particular button as Generate Plan. Alright, so next let us take a look into how we are going to display the meal plan that is generated by the GPT. For this, we are going to add a group component. Since this is going to display text information, we are going to set its format type as text. If you want, you can rename it. Now, once this is done, we are going to add a text box within the group. Now remember that Bubble is a front-end plus workflow tool. To talk to GPT, that is the model running on OpenAI server, you must make an HTTP request. For this, you will need to install a plugin. This plugin is called as Bubble API Connector. Now we are going to create an API. We are going to name this one as OpenAI. Then we are going to create a call. This particular call we are going to name as Meal Plan. Now see, there are a couple of things. We are going to set the use as value to action. The reason for that being, this particular API will be triggered only when a particular action is taken, such as a button is clicked, etc. Now that we have defined that the call is type action, next we need to specify that it will be a post type action in which the application is going to send request to the API endpoints that are running on the servers that are hosting the OpenAI model. In our case, the API endpoint is api.openai.com/v1/chat/completions. Before processing the request, OpenAI needs to identify who the requester is and what type of application or in which particular format the request has been sent. For this, it makes use of two headers. The first one is authorization, in which you mention or provide the unique API key that you have generated from OpenAI. The second header is content type, in which you explain to OpenAI that the content is to be interpreted as a JSON type request. Next, we will have to specify to the API endpoint what exactly our message is. Let us understand this particular JSON body. The first statement over here is model GPT 3.5 Turbo. This means that we are telling OpenAI that this is the model that we want to use. Messages is the conversation that we send to API. It is an array of messages, each with a role and some content. For example, the system role defines the GPT's persona or behavior. In this case, GPT acts like a meal planner and always gives a plan plus grocery list. The user role, on the other hand, is what the user you actually say. This is the input GPT should respond to. Here we have hard-coded the value with preference as vegetarian, cuisine as a 20-minute meal, the duration as 1 week, and the budget as 2000 Indian rupees. Upon receiving the request, the GPT will read both the system and user messages, based on which it will generate a response that comprises of the meal plan as well as the grocery list of the items that are needed in order to cook the meals. Now we need to ensure that the response sent from GPT is understandable by Bubble. In order to do that, we click Initialize Call so Bubble can see one real response from GPT. Without it, Bubble doesn't know what the data will look like, so we wouldn't be able to use the generated text in our app. Initialize Call is basically teaching Bubble where to find GPT's answer. Now we need to create a workflow. Why? Because without a workflow, clicking the generate button won't actually do anything. The API we set up is just the definition. It knows how to talk to GPT, but Bubble won't run it unless we connect it to an action. In this workflow, when the user clicks generate, Bubble will first send their input, preferences, cuisine, duration and budget to GPT through the API call. Then it takes GPT's reply, which is the meal plan and grocery list, and displays it inside our text box. So the workflow is basically the bridge that makes the button work. It connects the user action to the API call and then shows the result on the page. First, we used static values such as vegetarian, 20-minute meal, 1 week, 2000 INR, etc. Now we swap those values with dynamic data, that is the preferences components value, the cuisines component value, the durations value and the budgets value. This way the app sends the user's own inputs to GPT and generates a unique meal plan every time. So now let us finally run the application. In order to do that, you will have to click on the preview button. Once you do that, it is going to ask you to enter the value in the multi-line input box, or you can select them from the drop down. Here we are going to enter the value in the multi-line text box of non-vegetarian, Italian, 1 week and 2000 Indian rupees and click on generate plan. And there you go, it has created the meal plan along with the grocery list.